Welcome to the first ever Ruckcast. Trying out a new format today. I'm rucking. I've got my 40-pound vest on. Truthfully, I look kind of like a psychopath. I've definitely gotten some weird looks, but love to ruck. Been doing it for a while, and I'm going to talk in this video about why I'm recording a video while rucking, because it ties into the topic of the video, which is the future of content in the world of AI. And I'll give a quick cameo of one of my dogs is with me, Jupiter, Belgian Malinois, very well behaved. So why am I recording this while walking? I'm calling it a Ruckcast. Reason being is that I've been using AI pretty heavily to automate content creation recently. And I've talked already about how I've been doing that. I'm going to make more videos and X posts talking about how I've been doing that. But you're already starting to see this, where a lot of the most viewed videos on YouTube are AI generated. Today I saw something where this week the third most viewed video on YouTube was basically this AI slop cartoon story, like pretty low quality, but it taps into the algorithm, taps into people's emotions, and it did well. I think what you're going to see in the future is the vast majority of content, including a lot of well-performing content, is going to be AI generated. And so I think the future is either you need to lean into AI generated content, and by leaning into AI generated content, I mean you have things that's perfectly optimized for what's going to get clicks, like that one that I mentioned that did well, or you just flood the zone. You just flood the platform with content. And so, for example, I'm working on that as well, where I'm creating videos across a variety of topics. I'm cloning my voice using 11 labs, and then it will be narrating those videos in my voice, but it won't really be me. It'll be the AI version of me. And you might be saying, like, why are you using your own voice? Why not one of the much superior professional voices they have? Ego is the main reason. Personal brand building, you might say, but personal brand building is mostly code word for ego. So yeah, ego mostly. If I'm being honest, right? I mean, why does anyone make content? And then the other content that'll do well is content that leans into the fact that it's human, content that would be impossible for AI to replicate. And for example, what I'm doing right now, recording a video, rucking, walking my dog. I'm still trying to keep the production quality good, right? I've got a mic, I've got a stabilizer on the camera, but AI couldn't replicate this. You could, in theory, in a year, you'll be able to make an AI video, or a year or two, make an AI video that is as good as this and looks the same. But who's going to care if it's just an AI character rucking? Whereas if you have an actual person and you kind of connect with the person a bit, it's something that AI can't really replicate. Look at this deer. There it is. So also when you ruck, you see fun things like that deer that's in the distance there. And she's going to run off, and I would run off too. So to summarize, in the world of AI, I think the future of content is either leaning into AI and treating it like an industrial operation where you've got basically have like an assembly line producing content with minimal human involvement, or you just lean into content that is indisputably human. And so that's what I'm doing with this video. And since I usually talk about crypto, I'd be remiss to not mention crypto in this video as well. And where do I think that crypto is right now? And I think that crypto is kind of in a weird place because on the one hand, Bitcoin is closer than ever before to actually being recognized as a reserve currency. You have financial institutions starting to get on board. You have countries starting to conduct energy transactions that are settling in Bitcoin. And at the same time, you have a situation where the game is basically up on 99% of altcoins, probably more if we're talking about ones that have already zero market cap. 99% of altcoins. Reason being is that they had no fundamental value. Their value was if they had it people speculating on altcoins. And so as a result, you have a situation where a lot of people are looking around and they're saying, like, what have we been doing the past few years? We've been here building, in theory. Some people have. I mean, I've mostly been making videos. I've made a few things here or there, but mostly videos. But in here building, but have we built anything that's actually useful? And we have. The answer is yes. Stablecoins, Tether. People are using Tether to get exposure to dollars in places with hyperinflation. They're using it to make remittances, especially in places with fragmented banking systems. For example, talk to people in the Caribbean, where there's many countries nearby, and it can be difficult to transfer money between them. That is useful, and then you're seeing real world assets being tokenized. The problem is that, like, if for people who have been in crypto for a while, like me, would you have gotten into it? Would you have been interested if I told you, yeah, we're making this thing, and it's a platform, it's finance, it's the same as traditional finance, but it's faster and operates 24/7. So you're going to transact all the same things as traditional finance. You're going to transact dollars and treasury bills and equities. I think the vast majority of people, me included, probably wouldn't have been that interested. What is actually interesting is the idea that you can own your own data, that you can own assets that a government couldn't confiscate, that it could be uncensorable, that you could get control of your privacy, that you could be preparing for a world where the nation-state arrangement that we're used to is no longer the predominant way that societies are organized. Now that's a vision, the network state. That's a vision, and I'm hopeful that crypto is actually going to get back to that in the near future, because I think now that people are realizing that it's not sustainable long term to have an entire industry built around speculation. You're always going to have that, but I think the dark ages are over. I saw one poster, I think it was Jeebus, I don't remember 100%, say that the past few years have been like the dark ages of crypto. And I think probably that's accurate. And so now the dark ages are ending, and now that we're getting some regulatory clarity, people will actually be able to build interesting things. But it's going to take time for that to happen. And in the meantime, you're left here watching my Ruckcasts. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, this is Dynamo DeFi.